Hey, what's up guys? This is Timely, here to bring you guys another Unison League video. So, today I want to explain how to gear up. Like, some of my guides are getting a little bit outdated, so I want to address that and make a new video on how to gear up. And I'm going to explain each class. So, first I want to talk about soldiers, lancers, and rooks. So you guys have like a huge defensive boon. You guys can stack a lot of defense. That's extremely good. High defense, like having a high amount of defense, can actually block a rage slash, a break thrust, and whatnot, because they're single hit moves. The higher your defense, the more damage you take off on that single hit move. It's very effective. Soldiers can use Heaven's Breath and Battle Shout to up their HP and up their attack as well. They have 300k attack, they can get 360k attack and have extra HP. They can have Magic Nulls in their main slot with a constant trade opener, and they can just one-shot literally everything they see. So, in my opinion, soldiers are actually moving up the ranks. They're like right next to Treasure Hunter. Like, the two best classes are probably Soldier and Treasure Hunter in my opinion. So there's that. Lancers can kind of do the same thing, but they can't really get the benefits from extra HP and the Battle Shout. They don't really have that just yet. They kind of have to make use of their break and whatnot. So there's that. Rooks, they have the boon of getting magic defense and defense. They can both go 300 by 300 defense and magic defense, and then use Magic Nulls in their main slot with concentrate openers, so they can still be tanky on both sides and then roll Magic Nulls in their main slot for Starburst, and then they can put up a barrier even too. So rooks are actually really scary, especially the right kind of rook. I mean, like, most of the rooks now are like 150 by 150 defenses. In my opinion, that's not enough. You need like 250 by 250 defenses if you actually want a good rook, in my opinion. So now let's talk about the magic based users, mages. My main class, I am probably not going to main mage anymore in PvP. It is just like, I just don't have the right gear for it right now, but I'll tell you guys what I think you need to survive that crucial 30 seconds of battle at the very beginning of duel and call-out. So we've got a lot of magic defensive boons. We can stack lots and lots of magic defense, but however, we have lots of magic based users have lots of multi-hit moves, high ability power, multi-hit moves. Having a high magic defense won't really help you in that situation, in my opinion. It's going to lessen the damage on each hit from the 5 hits that you take. Now, that's not very much compared to a single hit move where you're taking out like a huge chunk of that damage because of your defenses. Yeah, it's not the same. So magic attackers can do a lot more damage, so we can't just stack magic defense and then put physical nulls in our main slots and then expect to be a-okay. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So we have to use a physical null in our main slot. We gotta use a magic null in our main slot, the concentrate opener, maybe use hunt and whatnot to up that to up those nulls and whatnot, and then maybe put like an almighty cut opener in your sub slots too, to defend against mixed attackers like berserkers that use dark illumination. So there's that. The whole goal is to survive that 30 seconds so that everybody's defenses are down, everybody's openers are down, and then it's everyone for themselves. It's any man's game after that. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about this meta. For like defensive wise, soldiers have it easy. Soldiers, lancers, rooks have it easy. They can stack a whole bunch of defense, magic nulls, concentrate openers, and they can tank out that way, and they can still wreck like the entire team, like induce mayhem on the other team, like in that 30 seconds, if they don't have the right physical nulls in their main slot, or if they're not proccing their physical null. So yeah, now let's talk about Treasure Hunter. That's like probably the next best magic attacker, like right above Mage. Mage is still powerful, but Mage can be pretty useless now because we're targeted all the time. People wear magic nulls all the time. Like, chances are, if you starburst at the very start, you're gonna hit a magic null, and then you're gonna get rage slash and break thrusted in the face, and it's gonna happen like that every round. So we have like, we have like a terrible bane right now. That's why I don't go mage anymore. I don't have the gear to survive right now. That's why I'm trying to get a magic null, and then I can stack downs, but I can't get my physical null yet, so my mage is going to be incomplete for a pretty long time. Right now I'm going treasure hunter. I'm actually enjoying treasure hunter a lot more. So let's talk about treasure hunters. So most treasure hunters roll a unigain build. They focus on using hunt, using treasure hunt, and basic attack. That's all they do. They'll do that until they have enough unison to get a Croit, and then once they use Croit, they give unison to all our allies, and then they take away unison from all the enemies. Most treasure hunters put magic nulls in their main slot to defend themselves against mages. They are still very vulnerable to soldiers and lancers, break thrust, and rage slash, especially if they're geared toward fighting magic users. So that's why it's very important to have a very strong soldier on your team to kind of just put that treasure hunter down so they can't build. You don't want to give that opportunity for the treasure hunter to build unison. It's terrible, because you can just tell and you're like, yeah, this treasure hunter's not dying. They're gonna get unison, and we're going to get croited. That's how I say it now. Croited. Prepared to be croited and just die. Yeah, I hate Croit with a passion. She is so annoying. I don't have her, but if I did, I probably wouldn't use her because it's just too easy. I use Holmes. Holmes is a lot of fun. Yeah, like my treasure hunter is a little bit different. Like, I don't really care about getting unison. Like, if I see a treasure hunter on the other team, I'm going to treasure hunt him for sure. Like, that's my main priority, because they're probably one of those little freaking treasure hunters that have do shit damage, and then they just sit there and try to get unison. So I have to hit them with the treasure hunt every time. My treasure hunter uses lunatic dagger, so what I usually do is I use treasure hunt first or something like that, and then I can combo that to lunatic dagger. So that does 150 AP, I believe, 150 ability power on the combo, and then I put a Oberon staff in my stabs, and then I can get another 20 AP from that. So my lunatic dagger on the combo does 170 ability power. Now if I were to hit 3 times, it does a lot of damage, a ton of damage. I've one-shot so many people. Like, it's just so unexpected, so much fun too. Still very, very weak against players that like to stack lots and lots of barriers, but it's whatever. I still enjoy it and whatnot. And then I can still gain unison very quickly, and I can still give them unison down, unison debuff. Why I like that unison debuff a lot, and why treasure hunters are so good because of their unison debuff, is because you can pop that treasure hunter on an enemy, and then you don't have to be afraid about hitting them with a lunatic dagger, or your allies hitting them, feeding them unison. That's how players get uni quicker, is by tanking hits and taking damage and then surviving. So treasure hunt is really good for that. You can treasure hunt them, and then you can attack them all you want. You can keep using that treasure hunt, and then they won't be getting that unison while you're attacking them, and you can just put a ton of pressure on them, a ton of pressure. So a treasure hunter can really keep the pressure on. It's really nice without being penalized by the enemy because they built unison from being focused and not dying. So yeah, that's my opinion. 2 best classes right now is definitely soldier and then treasure hunter. So it really depends. A soldier can put down a treasure hunter very easily because most treasure hunters are geared towards surviving against mages. They all have magic nulls. So I think a soldier is like the kryptonite to treasure hunter right now, especially if you're not building to survive like a really geared up soldier. So yeah, guys, that is my opinion on this new meta and whatnot, and what you guys need to survive. I hope this helped, and I have to get going now. Peace.